What's up, boys? All right, so for prep, we got 2 exercises. You're gonna go through them twice. All right, I'll show you the first one here. So this is a seated hip flexion activator that I like doing. All right, especially when I get really tight through here, if I've been sitting too much or we've just been doing a lot of explosive stuff, that's when your hip flexors will get tight. So first things first, I just want you to arch your back. So you're gonna push your chest out. Hands are gonna be behind the head. And then I'm gonna start by getting on my left toe right here. All right, so I'm on my left toe as if I'm pressing on the gas pedal. My heel's up in the air. And then with this foot, it's nice and flat. So with that foot that's flat on my right side here, I'm just lifting it up as high as I can, trying to maintain an arched back so my rib cage is opened up and it's kind of exposing that hip flexor muscle so that's fully elongated, and then we can activate it by doing this, okay? So you're gonna do 25 raises, just trying to get that knee up in the air as high as you can on this side, while the other side, you're just keeping pressure by staying on your toes. So you're gonna do 25 on each, just like that. All right? Next, you're gonna go into a dead drop, lateral bound, and then a hold. All right? So we've done those dead drops before. All right, essentially gonna be the same thing. So I'm gonna land on one leg here. I'm gonna bounce to the side. I'm gonna stick my landing. I'm gonna hold for about 3 seconds. All right, I'm gonna do 8 on each side. So here's what a rep looks like. I'm here, I get out, and I'm holding. Okay? Set that up. Make sure I can see a little bit better. All right, so for your drop, I don't want you dropping from too far, maybe about 1.5 feet, 2 feet. Okay, so again, I'm gonna land on my right foot. I'm gonna get off and land on my left foot on the lateral round, and I'm gonna try to hold for a couple seconds. So it's here. 1, 2, 3. Give you a better rep. As you can tell, these are a little bit difficult. Swing, stick it, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Then when I'm going to this side, land on my left foot, get out, stick it, 1, 2, 3. Do one more for y'all. Okay? Here, stick it, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So again, both those exercises you go through twice. Seated hip flexor, 25 raises on each leg. And then for the depth drop, the lateral bound and stick, it's 8 reps on each leg. All right? All right, y'all. So for foundation, we're doing what I call a psoas sit-up. Y'all can do these on the floor. I prefer that you would do it on a bench or stool, something like that, something that you can lay on. If you can do it on your bed, that's cool, but we kind of need you to lock your legs up, so it might be difficult. So let me explain, and then I'll have y'all figure it out. Most likely you're gonna be doing it on the floor, but I'll show you what it looks like on a bench. All right, just for professional purposes here. All right, so I'm lying back. I got something under my lower back like so, and then I got my feet kind of locked underneath here. So what that does is taking my hip flexors out the equation, and it's just gonna be my rectus abdominis, my superficial abs here, getting some work. All right, so it's 30 of these where I'm getting all the way up, laying back, getting all the way up, laying back, getting all the way up, okay? My feet are still, my legs are locked in. I'm not getting a lot of activation from right here. It's mostly just my abs. Get myself all the way up. All right, so you got 1 round of those. You got 30 reps. All right, give me good full reps. No need to go too fast here. Give me good full reps. Get all 30 of them in. All right. All right, boys. So this exercise here, it's got a couple steps to it. All right, a little bit complex. It's gonna be great for building up our strength based off these principles I'm gonna teach you here. All right, so the main movement is an overhead squat. Obviously, we don't have a bar or anything to overhead squat with. We're using our bands, but this is a perfect way for y'all to learn how to do this properly. All right, so when we overhead squat, the biggest thing that you have to have as prerequisites to do it properly is the shoulder mobility, the thoracic mobility, which is the spine that goes in between your shoulder blades, the middle of your spine, and also mobility in the ankles and knees to squat down low enough, okay? So we're building up a good base of strength there, so we're all squatting properly, I hope, okay? So an overhead squat is just gonna challenge all those foundational pieces that we have to make us build on them a little bit more. All right, so first things first is I'm gonna start right here. I actually want you to pull the band apart, all right, just a bit. So we're right there, okay? Then you already know I'm screwing my feet into the ground like so. And then one thing I'm trying not to do is arch my back and then push my butt back to get depth. All right, I want to still keep my rib cage relatively locked down like so. All right, pull my shoulders back a little bit. And then again, I'm just pulling myself through the floor and then get back up. All right, if you guys need to go sumo stance for this, put the feet out a little bit. I'll allow it for here, but still make sure you're using your feet to help you squat. All right, remember that connection the feet and the glute have, and keep that in mind. All right, so that's the second part of the move. The first part is called a surrender. So our arms overhead, we're getting down to our knees. So it's here, back up with that same leg, come here, and then you give me a squat. And I'm back down with the other leg. Boom. Here's two. Back down with that first leg. Boom. Here's three. Okay? So you're doing 12 reps. So it'll be 6 reverse lunges on each side with the squat coming right after that. You're gonna go through that 4 times, okay? Take your time with the squat, make sure you're doing it correctly. We're not lunging forward with it. Imagine you got a heavy ass barbell over your head, and if you were to lean forward, you know you're going down with that thing, okay? So keep your chest up, pull those shoulders back, pull that band apart, pull yourself down to the floor, and we'll get it in, all right? Here we go. All right, boys, moving on. So again, you'll use preferably that same band that you have from our last exercises. If you start getting through this and you feel like you need to go lighter because it's too much resistance, you're not getting your depth, that's totally fine. All right, so y'all are athletes, okay? So you guys work in a lot of different planes of movement. We're not just here, okay? And then obviously you're not just laterally. There's some diagonal movements, moving backwards. You are moving laterally, moving vertically, okay? So that's how we gotta train. We gotta train all these planes of movement so that we all get out there, all right? It's like secondhand nature, okay? So our first one, you're gonna have your band preferably posted up and wrapped around a lower post, okay? Make sure it's not too tight because we do gotta take a couple steps out. This is pretty tight, but hopefully I'm feeling strong enough to do this correctly. All right, so you'll get it here. Bands come around the outside of our body. I'm right at shoulder height with it. All right, if I'm holding it on my right side here, okay, that means my right leg's gonna go back. So I'm sticking this left foot in the ground here, keep my core nice and tight. What I'm doing is reverse lunging here. Now coming up from that reverse lunge, then pressing across my body. So it's here, drive and press across your body. Here, across your body, all right? So it's like you're punching up and away, twisting with our shoulders to get up, okay? With all 3 of these exercises, but specifically these, I don't want you moving fast. We don't need to be fast and explosive here. Sometimes we gotta train slow so that we end up being fast when we get off the court, okay? So train those muscles to activate, get deep into those movements, lunge down, okay? Get out of it, press across, all right? So that's the first one. Second one's a little bit different, all right? So I'm gonna be, actually I'll do it this way. So holding it in my left hand, okay? I'm gonna take a couple steps this way. You're gonna see me curtsy lunging here, which means I'm coming back with my left leg. I'm getting my depth, and then with this same left leg, I'm gonna step out and twist, okay? So again, it's curtsy, get your depth, step out, twist your shoulders that way. Get depth, twist, all right? So when you twist, you gotta kind of raise that band with you so that your hands are about shoulder height, or else we're not getting much power there, okay? So again, reverse lunge or curtsy lunge, so I'm coming back, down and back, and then twisting my shoulders once I come up so that you're pointing forward, okay? So that's move number 2 rather. All right, move number 3. It's one of my favorite ones personally, okay? So we're in a side plank position here. I'm gonna scooch back so I get enough tension, and then we're just rolling. You're just rolling. We're holding this side plank here, and then I'm bringing my elbow straight to the side of my body, straight to my rib cage for my 10 reps, okay? So with all 3 of those exercises, it's 10 reps on each side, and you'll go through it 3 times, all right? Work hard. Revert back to the video if you need help, if you need any explanation, okay? Take your time with these. Let's do them right. Let's get better. All right, ballers. Last move of the day here, okay? So we're gonna get one of our stronger bands. All right, this one's actually middle of the road for the set that we have here. It's thicker, it's stronger, definitely a lot stronger than the one we used for our previous exercises. Oof. So I'm gonna wrap around my shoulders here. Got it underneath my feet, screw my feet into the ground. They're about shoulder width apart. And then what we're doing is just called a speed hinge here, okay? So I'm gonna stay nice and tight through my upper body, chest is up nice and tall, squeeze my shoulder blades together, okay? Pushing my stomach towards my belly button, and then I'm just hinging, standing up, hinging, standing up. It's like a speed deadlift basically, so I'm just pushing my butt back, minimal bend in the knees, coming through quick with my hips. Okay? You're gonna do a total of 50 of those, all right? 5-0, okay? If you need a rest, get a rest somewhere in the middle, okay? Try to knock out 20, 25, get the butt and hammies burning, take a breather for a couple seconds, finish up nice and strong, okay? So, if you look on the program, you'll see 2 miles of just regular jogging or running outside is what I recommended. All right, I want you to finish all 3 sets of 50 of those speed hinges before you run in just one round of 2 miles, all right? So in between 50 reps of that speed hinge, take about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes rest, okay? Let yourself heal, recalibrate, and then hit it again. All right, y'all, have a good one.